Hey guys, my name is Christina.
My name is Brian, and welcome to What the Fuck Did I Just Watch?
Where every week we will be rolling a 26-face die that will determine the first letter of the movie we will watch this week.
The twist is that one of us, or both of us, have never seen the movie before.
So join us as we share our thoughts on the movie.
I mean, that's gonna be horrible, but yes, absolutely.
Have a few laughs.
Stop it. And discuss what the fuck we just watched.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, robots, and artificial intelligence.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So great to have you here today.
It's my house.
It's my podcast.
Oh, is it? Oh my god.
No, but I have nothing to stand on.
So. Oh, you're right.
Pants.
Yes.
This week, this movie was glorious.
I told you.
Yes.
Yes.
I am in love with stupid lyrics.
Yes.
When they're executed correctly.
Yes.
And this movie was all of that and so much more.
I told you.
Yeah.
This is why you should listen to my movie suggestions.
I have been, and you still like to scare the shit out of me.
Well, this was wonderful.
This
is one of my favorite comedies.
Yes, it was great. I love it. I don't know why it took me so long to watch it.
I don't either.
And in case you guys are wondering and didn't read the title, we watched Popstar. Never stop, never stopping. Roll it.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm just fucking with you. I don't know what to
You can't just yell roll it. All right. So Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping, which I will just refer to as Popstar, came out in 2016. It is starring Andy Samberg, Jorma Taccone, and Akiva Schaffer, otherwise known as The Lonely Island. The budget for Popstar was $20 million, and the gross in US and Canada was $9.6 million. The IMDb score for the movie was 6.7 with a Rotten Tomato score of 79% and an audience score of 65%.
I don't know why the audience score wasn't higher.
I think that's a pretty good audience score.
This is a masterpiece.
I understand.
You're right.
I agree. It's a masterpiece. But it also didn't make very much.
Which is surprising to me. Because, I mean, it's hysterical.
I'm not sure. I mean, I remember I did see this in theaters, but I don't recall a lot of people being there. And I don't remember like the whole marketing for the movie. So I don't really know who they were trying to target.
I gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it kind of came on the heels of that Justin Bieber doc, which was called like...
Oh, the one that premiered on Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
I just remember I went.
Okay. It's embarrassing for you. It was called something like, it had the word believe in it. It's not Don't Stop Believing, because that's what I want to say, but I don't know.
It's a Journey song.
Who cares? But yeah, it was kind of a play on that. And I don't think that audience went to see this. I know I did.
Yeah.
But obviously not a lot of people did.
Shame.
Indeed.
I mean, I didn't go see it.
Yeah. Well,
but now that I know about it, I will be watching it a lot.
Shame. Tina.
Yeah.
Do you have the synopsis for Popstar?
I do.
Tell me it.
When it becomes...
Tell me the synopsis.
I tried, Pants.
All right, try again.
Here we go.
All right. Boom, 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 boom.
When it I thought you were going to do it the whole time. That would have been cool.
I can't keep that up.
When it becomes clear that his solo album is a failure, a former boy band... Fuck.
A boy band, you say?
Boy band, I say.
Say it again.
All right, here we go. When it becomes clear that his solo album is a failure, a former boy band member does everything in his power to maintain his celebrity status.
Celebrity status.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Oh, well, great synopsis, Tina.
Oh, thank you, Pants.
Yes. So, I am going to play a little clip from the trailer for Popstar, starting right now.
Ever since I was born, I was dope. It's kinda... I've got it all, and I'm
32 people on his personal payroll.
Sure, Connor surrounds himself with people who are agreeable.
I'm a superstar. Connor, did you take a shit in the Anne Frank house?
Do not go in there. Woo! Ace Ventura. This is my best friend, Maximus. He's like the closest thing I've ever had to like a little brother. If I had like a mute brother that was hella scaly.
Great trailer.
You're an idiot. Okay, stop. Me likey that.
Doink to doink, am I right? All of these quotes and more you won't understand unless you watch this movie.
Because Pence is so humble.
So humble. I'm also Adam Levine.
I loved that. Pants.
Oh, yes.
We can't. I
All
want
right.
to talk about it so bad, but we've got
Okay,
to do our
all
initial
right.
thoughts. So
The movie is apparently streaming only on Fox Now, which I guess you do have to have a Fox subscription for through your cable provider. But who has cable anymore?
I was going to say, what is cable?
I own this movie on iTunes, and that's how we both watched it.
Yeah.
So, good luck with that. But I would highly recommend buying it, or at least renting it.
Yes.
Because if Lonely Island is your thing, if you enjoy that, then this whole movie is a masterpiece.
Agreed.
It's great.
I mean, I think by this point everybody's seen the skit "Dick in a Box"
Of course.
on
yes.
SNL.
Or I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. I mean, all slap.
Yep. Slap.
No, I mean the soundtrack in this movie is genius. It really takes skill to put a bad song together, but it actually be very good
Yes.
and catchy.
I've had this album downloaded for quite a long time, and I still enjoy it. And especially the first track, which we'll get into.
Right.
But the movie starts off with, in my opinion, probably the best song of the movie. I don't know if you would agree. I mean, there's still really good ones, but
Yeah.
that one I think it could probably be on the radio if it wasn't so like
Ridiculous.
raunchy. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But anyway, it sounds like you hated this movie. Please tell me why.
So I really enjoy making songs out of anything. And when people are speaking, if they say a line that is similar to something in a song, I bust out in song.
It's annoying.
He loves it. Don't let him lie to you.
Mm-mm.
And so this movie is brilliant because it's stupid in a very intelligent way.
Yes.
Like exactly
knows
like
what
I
it's
said.
doing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where he comes up with this stuff, but he is wonderful.
They all are. Like, I mean,
Yes.
Lonely Island,
I meant they.
yeah, they wrote all the songs in the movie.
Yeah. Nobody cares who wrote it, Pants. It's about who performs it.
Okay. So that's saying the same about like Dick in a Box, that they
That comes from
didn't
the movie, Pants. You need to calm your fuck down.
calm my fuck down.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you've got too many fucks that you're giving right now.
That's weird because I don't feel like I'm giving any. You deserve none of them.
I deserve all of the fucks.
No, I'm keeping all the fucks to myself.
Okay. I love all the guest appearances on this show. You'll have to stay tuned to listen to who showed up. It was a great movie. I was not anticipating liking it as much as I did. This is the most fun I've ever had writing notes for a movie.
Yes. They're
Yes.
very colorful.
Hopefully included them prior to dropping this podcast. And if not, then sorry, you'll never know.
I'll do my best.
But I'm really excited to talk about this movie. If you've not seen it, please go rent it, go buy it. It is hysterical. It is worth a watch. I laughed so much.
I echo everything you say. I would almost say to stop listening before we get to spoilers at the risk of losing listeners. But I really think it's funnier going in not knowing the jokes that we're probably going to cover and the songs that we're going to cover. I mean, sure, go listen to maybe some of the soundtrack, but I still maybe wouldn't even do that. Like if you want to see if you're going to like the music in this, just listen to I'm So Humble from the Popstar soundtrack. And if you think that's funny and you like what that's doing, then you'll enjoy the movie. I would definitely spend like the $3 or $4 to rent it.
Yes.
And if you already know you like Lonely Island and you like what Andy Samberg does, period,
buy it.
just fucking buy it.
Yep.
It's not, I don't even think it's full price anymore. I mean, I bought it a long time ago, but like you probably spend like maybe $10 worth it.
Yes.
The rewatchability is infinite.
You can literally show anyone this movie that enjoys that.
Yeah.
And laugh your ass off about it.
There's really not a slow part in this movie to me. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into spoilers because it is kind of hard to talk about what we like about this movie without quoting and just giving away the entire plot.
Yes.
So we will get into spoilers starting right now.
Spoiler warning. Immediately opening up, I love that. They're just kind of going through like the startup of Style Boys, like where they originated from, kind of the beginnings of their career.
Andy Samberg starts a kind of like a Beastie Boys-esque group with two of his friends who are the Lonely Island, but they're called the Style Boys, and he's the front man for them, and they're just kind of they're the Beastie Boys pretty much. Andy Samberg plays Connor. His two friends Owen and Lawrence are the two other ones in the group, and Connor, like most frontmen for groups, you know, kind of becomes the leader and the star, whatever, you know, the Justin Timberlake, which we'll get to that too. But and he gets offered his own solo deal, and he becomes Connor for real, the number 4. He makes a really big album, and the whole movie is kind of his rapid decline with trying to release his second album called Conquest, and how it's just not well received, and how he is kind of like a man-child and in dealing with the failure of this. And all the while the group is kind of split up because Owen kind of plays his DJ.
He creates all the beats.
Right. He does the beats. He stands behind Connor as he's performing, and I guess acts like he's spinning records, and he's just pressing play on an iPod,
Which is hilarious.
And Lawrence, who is the one who I guess wrote most of the songs for the Style Boys, has left Connor and Owen and is living on a farm growing weed and woodworking very badly.
Which we don't find out until the end, which makes it that much better.
The weed part?
Yes.
Right. Correct.
I love all the records on this song.
You love all the records
I don't know why I said
on this song.
I love all the songs on this movie or associated with this movie. Humble was hysterical.
Yes.
I absolutely loved that Adam Levine showed up as a hologram on the stage. And then there were many holograms, including 2 of Adam Levine. One kind of doing this like
Grinding.
booty popping grinding move, and another Adam Levine behind him like spanking him.
Yep. It was genius.
It delivers better when you
And
watch
then
it. Watch it.
There's like 20 or 30 Connors all around the stage.
Yes.
And the live performances in the movie are great. Like if they just did a feature-length film of a Connor for Real concert, it'd be amazing. Like I would buy it in a heartbeat.
I would go.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I would pay like Gaga price tickets to go see that.
Yes. I think it would be so great. They just have a way of performing and like putting on a show.
Lonely Island needs to tour again.
I would love that.
It would be great.
Yes, I agree.
I know most of the audience shots in the movie were actually taken during One Direction concerts.
That's funny.
So everything not around like the immediate stage. And it just showed like audience was One Direction.
That's wonderful. I love it.
Indeed.
I was going to ask you how that worked if they were terrorizing that pussy with
God.
We'll get into that in just a second. Because
so good.
The first one we have to cover is Equal Rights featuring
Of course.
Pink.
Pink just being really uncomfortable at the end of the video.
Oh, that made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, they
Not gay.
he did a song about equal rights. I think it's called Equal Rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was featuring Pink, and she is in the movie in this video. And it's just about it's kind of like Macklemore's Same Love, but just ridiculous. And Connor just saying like, I'm totally for gay marriage and it should be legalized when it has been legalized already. And him just being kind of like behind the curve.
And literally after every sentence he adds in
that he's not
that
gay.
he's not gay.
Yeah, just like, don't get it twisted. I'm not gay, but I support I support gay people. So yeah, that was great. And Pink, of course, sounds wonderful in it. I mean, all the stars that sang with him like did their best. Like they actually gave effort.
Yes.
Like Michael Bolton is at the end, and
that made me so happy. Fucking Usher on stage dancing with him. That was great.
Usher doing the donkey roll. That was great.
Which I hope you guys enjoyed us doing the donkey roll.
Yeah, we probably did that on TikTok.
Hasn't happened yet, but
it will by the time this comes out.
Hopefully it has. And
yes,
we have all the likes.
Yes, all the likes.
I love how he took a review from The Onion. And he was like, "Oh, see, there's a good one. We'll call it mixed reviews."
He's going through like Rolling Stone, looking like once his Conquest album drops, he's looking at early reviews, and he's like, I'm not normally one to look at reviews, but let's just get a feel for it. And he got a -4 out of 10 review from I don't remember where. And then Rolling Stone out of 4 stars gave him the shit emoji. And then he's like, "Oh, here's a good one. It says Conquest is a triumph from The Onion." It's like, so we'll just call it mixed.
Oh my god, it was great.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I did really love that Owen had all that DJ equipment when they were doing that little like backstage tour, and they're like, "Oh, do you use this during the show?" And he like pulls out the iPod. He's like, "No,
I just use this.
I just had play."
Yeah.
And then when they introduced the helmet,
so throughout the Conquest tour, the ticket sales are not good. He's not really selling out the arenas like he normally does. So they decide to bring on an opening act, which is when we're introduced to Hunter the Hungry. And he's very much like a Tyler the Creator level rapper. And he's just very intense, like Tyler the Creator. So his the one song we really hear from Hunter is I don't know what it's called. Do you know what it's called? I didn't look it up. It's on the soundtrack, but
I really adore that first line.
The first line is great, and it's
stomping through the forest like a retarded Tyrannosaurus. I just love the way that they make things rhyme.
Yeah, they really stretch what a rhyme is.
Yes. I love how they're in the club. They're like, "Y'all want to hear the hottest song right now?" And he just gets up and he starts singing it. And every time it gets me. It's the level of passion he has.
Oh yeah. So there's a bunch of. Are you okay?
I don't know.
There's a bunch of SNL alum in here.
Yes.
Bill Hader is in here. Maya Rudolph is in here. If you look at the music video that they actually made for the Bin Laden song, everyone is an SNL alum. And that song is wonderful. It's called Finest Girl, and in parentheses, Bin Laden song.
Would it be all right with you, Pants, if I read a little part of it?
As long as you read it like you're doing like dramatic poetry.
Okay, which part do I want to read? She was a freaky kind of girl. Kept up with current events from all around the world. More specifically, one event. The time Osama bin Laden got shot in the head.
Shit.
She said, do me like that. But I couldn't track the metaphor. That said, I can see you horny like a stegosaur.
The dinosaur shit in this movie is amazing. Why do they keep rhyming shit with dinosaurs? they rhyme forest and Tyrannosaurus. Keep going.
I like that these two lines are together.
Mm-hmm.
That said, again, your request is so irregular. Like they're trying to rhyme stegosaur and irregular together, but you have to say it a certain way.
You do.
This girl requested intercourse to bring her to climax.
Mm-hmm.
With the clinical efficiency of the assassination of bin Laden.
Mm-hmm.
You're harboring a fugitive. That ass. And my justice will be punitive. I'm a smash. Night vision. They can see us through my GoPro. She tried to negotiate. I said that's a no-no. Now I'm creeping in her bedroom like a go-go. She tells me to go low. Then she looks down and says, I gotta terrorize that pussy. Terrorize that pussy. Anyways. I just love that he said with the clinical efficiency of the assassination of bin Laden. I'm sorry, what? Harder than the U.S. government fucked bin Laden.
Yep, that's the chorus.
Okay, there's also a line that Lawrence talks about when he was talking about how the band split up. And he's saying, it's like a tricycle. You take away one of the wheels and what do you got? Nothing. A bicycle.
Don't use that.
Don't include that.
He immediately hears what he said. He's like, no, never mind. Don't say that.
The humor in this movie is just really, like, it's so stupid. It's funny.
And it's quick.
Yes.
It's so good. And there's a bit where during Connor's, I guess when he's gonna go on tour and they're trying to create momentum for the tour or whatever, and he needs like sponsors, I guess. So he gets Aquaspin.
Yes.
I think it's what's called. And it's an appliance company. So they have, fridges, ovens, toasters, all that shit. Blenders.
Washers, dryers.
Yeah.
Electronics.
Mm-hmm. And this is where Maya Rudolph's character comes in. And
I adore her.
God, man, there's a line that involves her that I love that we can't repeat because it's very racially insensitive.
She just drops the hard R.
And it's so innocent.
But
when
it's
she
also
does it,
very unexpected, which I think is why I gasped.
But she's black.
I know.
So she can. Neither of us are. So we won't. But
it was just unexpected.
It was. But so she's the rep for Aquaspin, and their idea to generate publicity for Conquest is to upload the entire album to appliances across the world, so that all of these smart ovens and fridges and toasters, everything gets like an over-the-air software update with this album. So you open your fridge door and it starts playing I'm So Humble. You open the freezer door and it's I'm Not Gay. I mean, it's the other way around, actually. But and it just shows the aftermath of them doing that. And people on the news, customers with these appliances are just like tossing them out their windows. And they're like, how the fuck could he do this? Like,
we hate Connor for real.
Yeah. He's got no dick. That's later. But it was very, very reminiscent of when Apple uploaded that U2 album to everybody's iPod. That's what it reminded. I don't know if that was the play on it.
I
but
still get mad when I'm like shuffling my music and that pops up because it's still
why
there.
is it still on there?
I can take it off.
Fuck yeah, you can take it off.
I don't ever take anything off. I'm always clothed.
You're the...
What are you gonna say?
You're the only person listening to that album.
I don't. I hit next.
You're the only person with it downloaded.
Oh, well, yeah, because I don't have anything to say. But can we talk about the scene where his, what do you call them? His roadie, the one that does the guitars, talks about
Bill Hader?
How his favorite hobby outside of
Is flatlining. Bill Hader, I forget his name in the movie, but he's the guitarist or the guy who handles all the guitars. I don't really know if he's playing them, but
he tunes them, I think.
Yeah, he's talking to the camera because I don't think we mentioned it, but the whole movie is kind of like a documentary, a mockumentary, right? So they have little interviews like The Office and shit like that. So Bill Hader's talking to the camera and he's like, I don't tell a lot of people this, but one of my hobbies is flatlining. And it does this cutaway and it shows him like surrounded by like these medical personnel, and he's laying there like with his shirt off, and you can see his heart rate monitor, and it just like it flatlines, and they're like, okay, bring him back, and they bring him back, they shock him back to life, and he comes out and he's like, did he say, did I shit myself? Yeah.
Did I shit my pants again?
He's like, did I shit myself this time?
She says.
And he's back talking to the camera and he's like, I got the idea from that movie Flatliners where they do this exact thing. And I try to see the other side.
Oh my God. Don't try that at home, people.
No. But like all the side characters, like they're so
great.
fleshed out and they're
Yes.
good. Like Justin Timberlake has like a pretty, not like a huge role in the movie, but it's such a small role for Justin Timberlake that it's hilarious.
Yeah. I just screamed whenever he came on. I was, because, I feel like Andy Samberg and Justin Timberlake's chemistry. Oh my God, I can't.
My God, what's wrong with you?
I love the chemistry between Andy Samberg. I think I'm trying to do this, so I'm just going to roll with it.
Yeah.
I love the chemistry between Andy and Justin Timberlake. I love Dick in a Box. And
I'm sure you do.
For Halloween, For Halloween, I would love to dress up like them once the pandemic is over and we can go out and do things like that.
And put our dicks in boxes.
Yes, it's wonderful. But no, it was so great. He is the chef for the tour. Mm-hmm. He travels with them and he discusses all the different cuts of carrots.
There's so many. Julian.
Regular carrot. It's like a regular cut. And Julian, I think is how they
the
say
French
it.
say it.
I love that he's looking through the mirror or like looking through the window of a door while Andy or Connor's character is eating, and he's like, I just like to watch him enjoy my snacks that I make for him.
He's not really enjoying them. He's just eating the carrot. And Justin Timberlake's just looking through the window like,
he's so happy. He's so happy. And later on when they show him again and he's in the kitchen and he starts busting out with one of Connor's songs and he's singing it in the kitchen, everybody tells him to shut up because they're watching TV, and then they tell him to be quieter while he's cutting carrots. Yeah. So Justin Timberlake's character just like quietly starts cutting carrots.
it is so loud.
How do you quietly cut a carrot? Oh my God.
They're like, leave the singing to the professionals. And Justin's like doing his thing and he sounds amazing.
Justin Timberlake sounds amazing even if he's being ridiculous.
Oh yeah, but he was really singing.
Oh yeah.
Like he wasn't trying to like fake sing,
What did you think about the scene with the bees?
God.
That was so great. I didn't expect that, and I thought it was really well done and very funny because they asked the camera crew to stop recording in the movie. Mm-hmm. Connor and his manager Harry are having a conversation when suddenly they're attacked by killer bees, and all you see is a black screen with subtitles. Mm-hmm. Just depicting the audio that's going on, and they're like flame throwing these bees or something.
Apparently
like that.
the bees are attracted to Harry's sunscreen. Yeah. and they start slowly getting attacked by more and more bees, and then
A whole horde of them.
yeah, and then the queen comes, and there's like this like faint roaring, and they're like, get marked, and like, get your flamethrower. And it's, oh god, it's so stupid.
That was so dumb. And then they asked the camera crew, "You got that on tape, right?" He's like,
no.
"You asked us to stop recording." I thought that was really well done, because that scene would have probably taken a lot of their budget.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just putting it on a black screen and doing the audio was great.
I don't think it would have, I think it would have actually not been that funny
if we had
we seen it.
Yeah.
It would have been too ridiculous. Like, I mean, because really nothing in the movie is impossible. I guess.
Far-fetched, I guess.
Right. But if you see, a swarm of bees and then a queen that's literally making like a roaring noise and then a flamethrower, it's a little much. I do want to mention the quick cutaways to the TMZ ripoff.
CMZ?
CMZ, yes. Which I can just...
That was full of SNL.
That was...
Or no. I feel like I've seen all them on SNL. I might be lying.
So I know that the main chick that was talking up front is Gina from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh,
that's right.
Which also has Andy Samberg.
Yeah, maybe that's where I saw her.
And I think the guy with the dreads might have been on SNL at some point, but I recognized all of them, but I don't think they're SNL. And the main guy who was talking, who was standing up, is Will Arnett, who I mostly know from Arrested Development. And which is also funny because there's like a long going like bit about bees in Arrested Development as well that involves Will Arnett's character directly. So that's neither here nor there, but you still need to watch Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yes, from me all the time. Also, Connor took a shit in the Anne Frank house.
Oh my god.
I'll mention that.
I hate that he comes out of there and he's like, Ace Ventura. Oh my god. So,
it's a great conundrum.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Okay, good.
Once he has Hunter on tour with him as his like opening act, it's very strange. His character is so alarming.
Hunter?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
But he's doing like magic tricks during one of his concerts, and he's Connor is. Yes, I'm sorry. Connor is doing magic tricks during his show, and he's basically changing his costume on stage. And he is supposed to be putting on a tuxedo, but when
it's set up beforehand that the trick is made for a woman.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Because it's kind of one of those things where the magician or performer gets in like a little circular curtain thing that they bring up, and then when they bring it down, they're in a different outfit. Apparently it's easier for women to do that, and it shows Connor behind the scenes having trouble with it in rehearsal.
Yes.
So they make it known that he might have to tuck his dick.
Oh, that's right. And so the curtain comes down and Connor is naked on stage with his dick tucked.
And shaved. Completely shaved.
And so he's having this battle with himself because people are taking pictures, and he's like, don't take pictures of me. He's like, I want to show you my dick, but I can't show you my dick. It's a great conundrum.
It's a great conundrum.
Oh.
It's amazing.
It is. It's so
good.
Great. I don't understand.
And he's making the news that Connor is dickless.
No dick for real.
No dick for real. And he goes backstage and he's trying to like ask everybody like who did this, like who messed up the trick, and Hunter is kind of giving him a hard time, and he's like, but dude, where's your dick? And
that would have been the greatest prank of all time.
And he's making it really unknown if he's responsible for the prank or not, which we find out later that he was.
Yes.
He was just trying to sabotage Connor.
I love the line that goes on back there where Harry tells Connor, don't worry about it, you were up there for like 10 seconds. And Connor replies, 10 seconds is an eternity, Harry. It's a third of the way to Mars. And Mars is the name of a band, not a fact. That's
Which
how ridiculous his character is.
It just dawned on me is another Jared Leto connection that this podcast has made, because Jared Leto is the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars. And I had actually put in the notes earlier that I thought I had seen Jared Leto in the beginning, but it was actually just that dude that hangs out with them with the long hair who looks like Jared Leto. But it was so quick on screen that I thought they were just showing him with different celebrities. And then when I watched it again, I was like, oh, well, fuck. Because I thought it was a more direct connection.
This movie would have been even better with Jared Leto.
I don't think so.
I love him.
Okay, well, he's not that funny.
Did you see me make my own emoji? And then wolves attacking Seal?
Yes.
Who shows
that is
up for...
That is apparently how Seal got his scars, was fighting off wolves.
So,
Just not true, but it is in the movie.
it's really fucked
And
up
then-
that he's like, oh, I've already had this experience. Like, we're fine. And then, boom!
He's attacked by wolves.
Attacked.
Yeah. Oh, another one of the songs that I just thought was borderline offensive was Connor's talking about how he went to Spain and how he made this observation that people in Spain all have this speech impediment where they pronounce the S sound as a TH sound. So, as Connor says, it's like Spain. Spain.
I made a thong.
And throughout the whole song, he's replacing all the S's.
Paella. Like, he's just like forcing it. That was so fucked up. Watching that the entire time, because I mean, I speak Spanish, so I've heard it before, and maybe
You
some
do?
people who don't, I hate you. People who don't speak Spanish, maybe they haven't picked that up, or you haven't. Moving on. Very offensive, but very funny.
It was.
I just hate that he said the whole country has a speech impediment. I was like, oh my god.
It's genius. It's so
Yes.
good.
It is so good. He just doesn't care who the fuck he offends.
No. But yeah, at the whole climax of the movie is the Style Boys essentially getting back together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they come up with a new song and they end up performing it at the Poppies, which is the pop music awards in this movie universe. This song is called Incredible Thoughts, and it's featuring Michael Bolton, who is in the movie and singing with the Style Boys. The song is...
It's stupid.
It's so stupid. I don't fault this movie really for anything.
Except
I think
that
it's
song.
amazing. But the song is funny, but for the song that, you know, is bringing them together, I expected just more, I guess. And it's just the whole song is them naming things that they're thinking about, pretty
Right.
much, that they think are just incredible. Hence the name.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the line? How did my brain
conceive them?
Yeah.
That's what Michael Bolton, like, he's like belting. He's like, how did my brain conceive them? Or however the melody goes.
Right. And I mean, they do like a little break in the song where they do the donkey roll, and which is their like signature dance, and Usher comes on stage and does it with them with the Style Boy shirt.
And then the talking fish.
And yes, there is a person in a fish costume that comes on stage with them playing guitar or playing something.
He was playing something, yeah.
And I think it was Usher or somebody who was off stage, and they're like, I really want to know who that fish was.
It was DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah, okay. and it cuts to Justin Timberlake in the fish costume with the head off, so you can see him, and he's like, "It was me. The fish. I was the fish."
He says his name, Tyrus.
Yeah, Tyrus.
But he sounds so good, even though he's being ridiculous.
And then
And they only got invited to the Poppies, by the way, because Taylor Swift was arrested for murder.
yeah, there was a small area in the movie where Connor was bummed that he was not invited, to the Poppies.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets a call when he's hanging out with the rest of the Style Boys, and they're kind of reuniting from his manager, played by Sarah Silverman.
She was great in this,
She
and I
was.
don't usually like her stuff.
I
She
don't
tends
either.
to be like too raunchy.
Yeah, I agree. But she was kind of
She
toned
did great.
down
Yeah.
in this. But yeah, she says that he has been invited to the Poppies because Taylor Swift was arrested for murder. So everybody gets called out in this movie. And I don't think anybody was not okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all in good fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that last song just kind of lacked. I also am really uncomfortable for whatever reason watching Michael Bolton sing. He looked really uncomfortable. And
I love Michael Bolton.
I'm not a
He
big
has a
fan.
Christmas song that I listen to
I'm sure
every
that
Christmas.
seems like something
Yeah.
he would have.
It was on one of those Now CDs.
Of course it was.
Now Christmas.
The deleted scenes and the outtakes of this are also very good.
I didn't see a lot of them.
Yeah. There's some songs that are like on the soundtrack that have performances that just didn't make it into the movie. Most of the ones in the movie they're in there for a reason. But Humble is definitely my favorite.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Like, this Humble is greater than Kendrick Lamar Humble.
That's really hard for me because I love that song.
Sorry.
I love both of these songs. So, like, they both do
They can't
something
be
to
equal.
me. Equal rights, pants.
No.
Yep.
Not
Shut
here.
up. All play and no work makes me just as depressed. I'm just going to start yelling things that I really enjoyed. I also like that Connor was trying to test the friendships around him, or like the people he could trust,
Who was loyal to him.
who was loyal to him, who would tell him the truth. He bakes pancakes. Do you bake pancakes? You don't. He cooks pancakes. And he feeds them to his assistant, his two friends who are always around him, who are paid employees. I just forgot what they do. And then Owen.
Yes.
And I thought it was so funny that, you know, the two guys that he pays are like, yeah.
You left out the most important part.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we do. It shows
he
him
say?
outside scooping
I
shit
didn't
from
see
the lawn.
that. I only knew it when he said it. I thought that he just didn't know how to cook.
No.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. Pay attention.
God.
This is why I have to watch movies with you.
Pants.
It showed him outside and he was like turned away and like scooping things up, like disgusted. And then you see him baking and
It's not baking. He's cooking.
shut the fuck up. You didn't even watch the movie. And his two like paid friends are like, this is good. And they're obviously disgusted. And then Owen is like, dude, this is gross. And he's like, thank you. I can trust you. You're loyal. I made these with dog shit. and then it shows like his social media assistant or something.
His personal assistant is just on her phone mindlessly eating these fucking pancakes.
Like nothing is wrong with them.
But he puts food on the table, pants.
Made with shit.
I like how he's there's a part too where his mom is out of town. This is like after his album left the Billboard charts. Like he's no longer on the charts. He's watching his mom's house because she's touring with
Fall Out Boy.
With Fall Out Boy, which by the way was great.
Yes.
I loved that part. He wakes up from a night of heavy drinking, looks at his camera crew and goes, "Which one of you pissed on me?"
Because he's laying on the floor just drunk and he definitely pissed himself. I did that once.
Did you?
I did. On my uncle's carpet.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Did you have a heavy night of drinking?
Yes. Yeah. I was underage.
That's how it usually happens.
And went to my cousin's house, which is of course my uncle's house as well, because she lived there at the time because we were children. And my cousin helped me upstairs and I just like passed out on the floor, which is carpeted, and I had been in a jacuzzi drinking vodka.
Oh wow.
Yes.
You wanted to die.
I didn't know that you shouldn't do that. I knew that I shouldn't be drinking, but I didn't know that a hot tub makes it worse. And the people I was with, I was dating a girl. That's how long ago this was.
Wow.
She brought me home. We had to pull over once so I could puke in front of a Starbucks. I can vaguely remember that. And I don't think my mom knows the story, so hi, Mom. And
So sorry.
And don't get mad at Ray. But yeah, my cousin helped me upstairs, and I passed out in my swimsuit, and I woke up in the middle of the night, or my uncle woke me up, and he was like, "Dude, you pissed yourself."
That seems like such a thing he would do, but like I could see his face.
I was like, "No, I was in a hot tub," and he's like, "Dude, that was hours ago. You were dry." And then I was like, "I did. I'm so sorry." So I changed, got in a bed while they cleaned my piss carpet.
Oh, it's so kind of them.
It
At
was.
least he cleaned it. Do you remember
Well,
that
yeah,
time?
it was his carpet.
Were you there for that party that we had where somebody wasn't supposed to be there and their mother showed up? Pretty sure you were there. I'm going to say her name, but you can't put it in the podcast.
Okay.
When Dylan's mom showed up. Were you there?
Yes. Oh my god.
So many bad things happened at her home.
And he puked in the sink upstairs, and it was spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti. She's nervous.
Oh god, I remember that. That was so gross. But yeah, her mom showed up. She was pissed.
Oh my god, it was terrifying because we heard like banging on the door, and then she came downstairs. I think this is how it played out. I mean, mind you, this has been like over a decade ago. And she came down the stairs, and she was already apologizing and crying to us. And like somebody had opened the door because I mean they were banging hard, like with intent. She threatened to call the cops. Like was like super sobbing. She was like, "Don't do it. Like it's fine. Just take me home." You know, like, and we were all so fucked up. Like, oh, Mom and Dad, I'm so sorry. Y'all probably don't know about that, but that was not a good night.
I don't even know if the homeowner knows that he did. Right?
I don't know. There's no way that he was there while we did this.
No, he wasn't there, but I think we left.
Oh, we left trash
trash
in the garage. We almost got away with it, except we were dumbasses.
We left a garbage bag full of alcohol.
It wasn't even that big of a party. There were maybe like 10 of us there.
Right.
Like it's not like we
It
invited.
wasn't a house party.
Yeah,
It was a party in a
close
house,
friends.
but yeah.
Yes, but yeah, we almost got away with it, and then he found the trash in the garage.
God.
I remember when Jessica told me that he had found it. I was like, "This is awful." Shout out to your parents for letting us use their home while we were minors.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't think they'd let us.
we were cool for our school district.
Okay.
Another awesome quote from this movie.
Indeed. We
I
digress.
also, one last thing about well, I mean, there are lots of things, but really fast. I love Connor's monologue apology that was never an apology. It was more like, "What do you want me to do?" And then he just kept adding to it, and eventually,
About the catchphrase?
yes, and eventually he was like, "Okay, you wrote the entire thing. I was a dick."
Speaking of dick, I will. There is an extended scene in this movie with a penis.
Oh, the penis in the limo?
Yeah.
Why would it be extended? What is the extent?
It's a long scene. They
Oh, just
keep
the
showing
scene.
a penis. Like normally it's pretty quick.
Right.
I mean, but this is just like a rated R movie, and the whole scene is Connor in a limo, and there's fans all around the limo, and there's a woman, and she has her boobs pressed up against the limo or the window. And Connor's like, "See, this is my fans. You know, they whip out their tits for me and blah blah blah." And he turns away, and the woman's boobs are replaced by this guy who takes his dick out and is just like rubbing it on the window. And Connor, expecting to turn around and sign some lady's boobs, rolls down the window. And it's like this squeaky noise of this guy's dick on the glass. And then he turns around, and the guy just kind of like does a little maneuver and like puts his dick in the limo through the window. And Connor's like, oh, it's inside now.
I love his fiance. There's a woman next to the dick, and she's like, "Hi guys,
this is my boyfriend, my fiance,
my
whatever."
fiance's dick, or my fiance's penis."
And Connor, like, he like gets like a paper towel or something and like tries to hold the dick so he can sign it. Oh God.
Yes.
It was alarming.
Yes. Boom.
Boom.
Parent
Dick
trap.
on your window. Parent trap. I don't want to give away every joke in the movie.
You're right. But if you've
so
if you've never
good.
seen it, what are you doing listening to me?
Yeah, you've come too far.
You've come too far. It's a great conundrum.
It's a great conundrum. Also, speaking of cum, there's some frog jizz. There's a jar of there's a jar of frog jizz, and there is a jizz factory pair of jeans. Exit only jeans.
I love that.
What were they called? White boy jeans.
White boy jeans. I think.
Something like that. I thought I had it written down. I guess I don't.
What a great movie, Pants. What a great movie.
It was good. I'm very glad you liked it.
Yep.
White butt jeans.
White butt jeans. That's right.
Yes,
That's
and then
right.
on the front where the crotch is, it says Jizz Factory. Mm-hmm. So I need to find those jeans.
I have to mention Sarah Silverman. She has a line in the movie that was very unexpected but made me laugh. It was near the, what do we call Aquaspin? When they were talking about that. She's talking about how she wants to put Connor everywhere. And she says, like oxygen, gravity, or clinical depression. Everywhere.
It's alarmingly true.
Oh, great line. Great
Yes.
line. Not as
man.
good as stomping through the forest like a retarded Tyrannosaurus.
God.
Go listen to it. It's great.
But yes, everybody needs to see this movie. Even if you listen to all this and are ruined on it, they do it funnier than we do.
It's true. I will never be as funny.
It's hard to imagine, but there are people out there funnier than us.
Agreed. What?
Shh.
Panties. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I pretty much just gave them, but
You're right.
Um,
Good, then shut the fuck up.
wow,
Moving on. I'm sorry, I'm really hyper. This movie was really great.
it was. Final thoughts are this movie's wonderful. I've said it a million times, and everybody should watch it over and over. It's worth just like a blind buy if you go on iTunes or wherever you get movies, or just rent it, whatever. You'll save more money if you buy it, because I almost guarantee if you rent it, you're gonna want to buy it, so that's
Right.
more money. Yes, it's wonderful, and The Lonely Island is great. They have more movies. I think they have a few on HBO that are a little not as well known as this, but also very great.
What an incredible thought. All right, Pants.
It is
It's that time.
that time
So you got one?
where we roll.
No.
Nope. Damn it. Tina.
Bad dudes.
Oh, Tina.
Bad dudes.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you. Yes. How many?
We can include that in the podcast. People are going to fucking hate us.
I don't care. How many squeaky window dicks would you give Popstar? Never stop, never stopping. Squeaky window dicks is what we're ranking. Yeah.
Yes.
How many?
1 out of 10 squeaky window dicks.
Correct.
I would give it 8.
Damn, son.
Yeah. The only reason it's not higher is because I feel like the ending could have been different.
Okay. Fair.
I see what they did. They were like, LOL, let's take his solo project and make
Right.
it into our own. But I don't think that hit as hard as everything else in the movie.
True.
But it was great. And we don't do halves because it would be an 8.5.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Pants.
Yes, Christina.
How many quietly cut carrots would you give this movie?
I love a quietly cut carrot. I'm sorry. Shh.
Quiet.
Quietly
Cut. Fuck.
Jesus.
Quietly Cut Carrots by Justin Timberlake.
Yes. I Also 8 out of 10. Quietly cut carrots by one Justin Timberlake.
I'm sure
Yes.
there's so many others we could have used, but I like
Probably.
that.
Yes, 8. Excellent movie.
Yes.
Fucking love it.
Yep. Incredible thoughts.
So many. But now is the time.
Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. It is that time of the week. Let's give it a drum roll and
Tina's
shit.
rolling. She doesn't know how to roll a dice. She's almost killed herself. A D.
Indeed.
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 We get it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. That's pretty dope.
Ah, delicious even.
Doink to doink.
Ah, fuck. You got it.
Oh, man. Thank you for tuning in to listen to us. If you liked what you heard, you can listen to our other episodes.
Yep, there's 13 more and a bonus?
And a bonus
Maybe
episode.
2 bonuses by now?
Ooh.
Who knows? We're in the future.
Ooh. You can find us on Apple Podcasts.
You can indeed.
Spotify.
More?
Google Podcast.
I love a good Google.
etc.
So many more platforms.
If you subscribe to us,
Do it.
then you'll get notified when we drop other things.
Bring.
Bring.
That's the notification.
Exactly.
Doink to doink.
Doink to doink. Rate and review us on Apple and tell your friends.
But yes, we are on Twitter at WTF Did I Watch Pod. And if you have any questions for either of us or suggestions or comments, whatever, you can shoot us an email at WTFDidIJustWatchPod@gmail.com.
Longest email ever.
Indeed, no one had it. We are now the owners of said email address.
Yes.
Indeed.
It's a great conundrum that we
It's
find.
not a conundrum.
Wonderful.
I don't think you know the definition of conundrum.
I just wanted to be able to throw it in there again.
Well, can't even throw a dice right. Quit
You
throwing
don't-
a conundrum.
I hate you.
Anyway, goodbye, everyone. We will see you next week. I won't see you, but you'll hear us.
See you next time.
D you next time. What? Because you said C.
Goodbye. Which one are you pissed on me?